Good morning. Hey, this is Rock. I want to talk about a subject that kind of comes up often, just in passing, talking to people. You ever heard that question? How do you know if you're sinning? I mean, we all know there's commandments. Whether or not you're a Christian or not. People, most people know what commandments are. They know one or two of them, and they understand some of the basic laws of the Bible. But I was listening to John Piper, who's a really phenomenal pastor. I think he's a Baptist pastor. But he brought something. He kind of made me think about something, and it kind of relates to what I always hear in conversation about sin. People, have you ever heard that converse? Have you ever heard someone ask, "How do you know if you're sinning?" If I'm smoking a cigarette, or if I'm chewing tobacco, or if I'm in a premature relationship, or if I had anger problems, or if there's so many things that could relate to the subject. But the question is, how do you know if you're sinning? And the best solution, the best answer that I can come up with from my discernment of it is, does it get in your way? And if you're not sure if you're sinning, I'm saying if it's not a commandment based thing, but if you're not sure, ask yourself this question: does it get in the way? Is it a sin to drink alcohol? Well, I can't answer that yes or no. Um, is alcohol a sin in general? Is money a sin? Is sex a sin? No. All of them, I believe, are mentioned in the Bible, but used in the nature of um, to redirect your life or to, like, for example, if you have an alcohol problem, is having a glass of wine a sin? Absolutely not. I mean, it's even mentioned in the Bible. Is having excessive amounts of wine to where you act different around your little kids, or you decide you want to put your hand on your wife, or you can't get to work in the morning and you lose your job. Is that a sin? Yes. But if you're not clear on how that works, ask yourself this question: does it get in my way? Does it prevent me from the glory of God? Or does it prevent me from being better, or from being a good person or a better person? Does it prevent me? Um, for me, I like church. I like going to church. It's a place for me to refuel. And I feel good when I'm there. I love the fellowship. I love the camaraderie. Does working too much, is it a sin? I mean, who's going to say, yeah, it's a sin, it's not a sin? Does it prevent me from being at church, for me to be with my walk? Does it prevent me from seeing my kids to where our relationship is harmed? Does it prevent me from getting sleep at night? If it gets in the way, if you're not clear on whether or not you're sinning or not, I guess the question I would recommend is, does it get in the way? If it gets in the way of you being better, your glory, your walk with God, does it get in the way of your family, of your friendships, of your relationships, of your job? Does it get in the way? If it doesn't, you should be able to fly forward and be a better man, better woman. It's that simple. So, is smoking a cigarette bad? That's a big question. You could ask me, and I'd say, sure, it's not good for you. It's not good for your body. Does it prevent anything? Does it get in the way of anything? It could. It could make my life shorter. It could make my house smell bad. It could cause my kids to smoke. I'm not here to judge. It's not what my videos are about. The point I'm getting at, if I know something's getting in my way of becoming a better person, or a better man of God, or if it's preventing me from being a leader in my house, it's a sin. That's all there is to it. If there's any confusion, obviously commandments are written, adultery and murder and those kind of things, they're obviously sins. But I'm saying the little things that you kind of wonder about. Is it, uh, if you go to church, you see people on an altar call, they go up front, and some people raise their hands and they do all this, all kinds of different things. And you feel guilty, should I go up front? Should I do what they're doing? Here's the way I could answer your question: does it get in the way? Is it preventing you from becoming a better you? That's the answer. For me, probably so. I feel like when I feel led, whether it's to go to an altar call or to put my hand on somebody and pray for them, or to, it could apply to so many things. If I'm at a Taco Bell and I'm getting food, um, is it a sin to not say thank you? I mean, it depends on, it says in the Bible, no sin's greater than the next, which means murder and telling a lie are technically equal according to the Bible. You may not see this as a sin, one of you, somebody watching the video, but for me, not saying have a blessed day, for me, it's a sin because I know I can say that to the person, and for some reason, it could get in the way. It could cause me to feel bad that I didn't mention have a blessed day to them. So I mean, and then I have to think about that all day. That I could have said something, one little thing nice to them that made them feel better. So I mean, a sin, it could the sin could be in our minds big or small, but a sin is a sin is a sin. If it gets in the way of you being better, or you being glorified by God, or you being a better husband, a better wife, a better boss, a better uh, coworker, it's a sin, in my opinion. Uh, so if I'm not sure, I kind of refer back to that "what would Jesus do" situation. If someone decided to call me a name or whatever, and if it gets in the way of my glory, my walk with the Lord, for fighting back, if I feel if it gets in the way in any way for me to respond, I shouldn't. It's a sin if it blocks me from doing what I want to do with God. So hopefully, maybe there's somebody watching the video. Maybe this is something you needed to hear. Maybe it's helpful. Um, I just wish you all the blessings, you guys out there. I do these videos. I don't know why I do the videos. Besides, maybe it's maybe some advice. Maybe the Lord's used me. Maybe at times it's just me. I don't know, but I just feel led to do the videos, and I hope someone gets something out of it. And I don't want notoriety. It's nothing to do with that. Maybe the old me, that's what we do everything through, pridefully. But all I want from the videos, I want someone to think. Maybe there's somebody out there who just didn't stop to think about something. Maybe it's something you already know, but all it was is me going, "Oh yeah, this reminds me. I should do that." Sometimes my son or my daughter or my friends will say, "Rock, you probably shouldn't. You probably shouldn't." My mom will tell me, "You shouldn't. You shouldn't say that. That sounds strange." And it's funny, but sometimes if I know I'm saying the wrong thing, it's a sin if I do it anyway. If I feel like it gets in the way of me being who I want to be, if it puts a mental or a physical roadblock in my walk with God, it's sinning. But kind of off the subject, but I'll go. My mom will say, you did this, you said that. It kind of sounded strange. I go, yeah, you're right, Mom. You're right. Or my friend will say, maybe you shouldn't. Or my son, he might say, Dad, you're a little hard on my sister. Yeah, you're right. I was. It got in the way. It got in the way of the goal. The outcome maybe was to offer advice for her to be a better person, or to her to take better care of herself, or whatever the case might be. If I did something that got in the way of that becoming a good situation, and I put any negativity in the situation, I think it's a sin. So there's no way to value how big or how little a sin is. So there's your answer. I believe besides the commandments, um, sin's going to be based on if it gets in your way. If it stops you from being closer to the Lord, it's not good. That's all there is to it. What would Jesus do? If someone spit in his face, would he spit back at him? Mm-mm. That's a sin. Turn the other cheek. I know for you men out there, that's really hard to do, especially. It's just a fact. I mean, fighting back's not going to help a thing. I hope I hope someone sees the video and just stops to think about maybe a small thing that makes their life better. If you want to be a better person, work on doing things or work on preventing things from getting in the way. Anything you do, anything that I do that gets in my way of my glory and my walk with God is sinning, and it's a complete roadblock to the goal, which is to be more like Christ. That's all there is to it. I love you guys out there on Facebook, YouTube, my friends and family, and I want you to know that God loves you, and there's someone out there watching this video tonight who needed this, and hopefully it was inspiring to you. So I love you. I thank you. Good night.